Hey everyone, the Twitter for Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash just released a trailer and telling a lot of new things to look forward to when the game comes out. I'll go through it and talk about it as well as some other things. Getting right into it, to start they mentioned how the game is going to be primarily co-op. That's definitely quite different from the usual arena fighters we get, so that is really nice. Although at the same time, the JP side of the Twitter mentions that there are actually some missions to play solo. But the way it's worded as some missions rather than a solo mode makes me think it's going to be story exclusive missions, while a majority of the game is co-op. There's nothing wrong with that, but I hope there's at least a good portion of solo fighting. But anyways, speaking of story, it does look like they showed some more of the story, including the fight with the first special grade with Yuji, all the way to the end of the first season against the blood cursed energy users. So it does look like we're getting some pretty good cutscenes to boot with the story, although there also seems to be some block story mode telling, which isn't nearly as nice. Which probably means they're doing the My Hero One's Justice route of telling story through comics and showing a cutscene for the larger fights throughout the series. I hope that in this game we're able to get a lot more unique fights that have new mechanics, similar to the Naruto Storm games, because boss fights with the same combat as regular ones aren't going to be as immersive. Being able to fight Hanami in a battle where you have to avoid certain plants, along with quick time events, would make it feel so much more alive than a simple 2v1 battle, but we have to see how it goes. It's also mentioned that there's a unique story exclusive to the game, so that'll be pretty interesting to check out. There also seems to be some sort of relationship system where if a character duo is used enough, you can get rewards like clothes and stuff. It's pretty interesting since as a duo game it'll take some time to get to everyone, so it sort of adds to the replayability if you want to go back through and get all of the rewards. Moving on, in the trailer, GOJO also mentions how the name of the game is using cursed techniques, so it doesn't look like we're going to be getting the extremely complex fighting systems compared to other fighters. The game is going to consist of getting a punch combo in where you then spam your curse technique to finish. It's definitely a more unique style of fighting when compared to other games where abilities are a complement to the majority of the punching combat, rather than the actual main source of actual damage. There's an online versus mode as well where there seems to be a ranked playlist for duo fighting, as well as in the exhibition battle. So it does seem like duos will be the main source of fighting the game has to offer, and I'd imagine they don't want to add solos for the time being since everyone would flock there, which would take away from the 2v2 side of the game. It's definitely really interesting to see that though in a ranked playlist. And aside from PvP, there is also online co-op where you can join with a random person to fight the computer in side quests. From there you can get rewards such as weapons, accessories, and more. There also seems to be a continuously ramping difficulty, so it's not going to be the same pushover content we might expect. This is definitely going to be really nice for the players looking for a more fun and casual experience while continuously getting harder if they want it to. We finally got to see that we can host our own lobbies as well and have friends join, which is definitely really nice to see. Still no confirmation to spectating and whatnot, but at least friends can join lobbies to 2v2 or play against the computer mobs. They showed a little more customization as well, nothing too crazy, although it seems like a good portion of the outfits are actually unique rather than just recolors. Aside from that, they showed very brief clips of joint attacks. It should be fun to see all the combination once the game airs, as well as awaken moves, which is what it seems like they're calling domain expansions. And while not mentioned, there does seem to be a lot more maps, such as the flattened Shibuya or the one from the movie where Inumaki and Yuta fight. I hope to see a lot more maps so that it makes the game feel a bit more alive in a sense. But that's about everything for the new update. There wasn't too much announced, but I am liking how story and online co-op is looking. Ranked looks fun as well, but we'll have to see as we get closer if they add anything else. Let me know what your thoughts are about everything to come. And if you did enjoy the video, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel, especially if you want to stay up to date with the news that comes about the game. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.